Hey guys, I'm back. I want to say thank you for showing up, being who you are. You're very important and um, the scheme of things in life, I would say. Uh, I need you to know that right now in your life, you're starting to find out what your gifts are, and they can be unnerving. And you have to realize that some of these people who have chose to come against you have been coming against you for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. And it's all for a purpose. It's all for a purpose. And sometimes it's up to you to find out what that purpose is. But I'll give you an idea of something that they fear and they don't understand. Is that some of you are able to see someone, not just read their energy, but you're able to get a few amount of pieces and come up with the greatest yet outcome. Like you can, I don't know if you ever seen that show like Monk or Psych stuff. You know those shows, right? See, your gifts and your abilities are far. I hate using the word superior, but you not only see in the tangible in the 3D, like if somebody were to give you objects, right, and uh, you're able to piece those all together and come up with the actual truth. And the thing is, it's more than that. You're able to read people, and even sometimes as far as read what they're thinking. So not only are you able to piece together information on this realm and to come up with the ultimate truth, you're able to read in the 5D and sometimes above. So there's not a lot of hiding from people. Or it's not much that people can hide from you, and that scares them. That's why they go on witch hunts to try to paint you into being the bad person, the enemy, the villain, when you're not. You're there to help save the day. You're help to save communities. You're there to help touch people's lives and to lead others out of darkness. And that scares the opposition. And I want to go back to the whole opposition word, right? See, you don't come into people's lives as an enemy, right? You don't seek out enemies. You don't purposely make enemies. It's the other way around. It's what you have makes people fearful, and it scares them, and they've tried very long to hide the truth of who you are from you. They've tried for a very long time. A lot of these people, they banded together and they hid something from you. They took away tools of what you would be able to use to blossom. They did their best to stifle who you're supposed to become. They tried to really manipulate the game of life. They even tried to use you in the background as a like a like like a genie in a bottle type thing. That's what vibe I'm getting this from. It's not that you're a genie of sorts. Is that you're a true spiritual being put on this earth to endure many, many things, many atrocities, many uh, to live through as much and gather information so that you can better help society in the world down the road. You know what I mean? It's like in order to be the teacher, you've had to learn, right? And for some people, it scares them that you were able to learn what you needed to without the tools that were at your disposal. Get it what I mean? You kind of get what I mean? And that scares people because people spent many years, I mean, decades trying to learn something, and they were unable to uh, blossom. But you were stifled. You were put in a little box and all these things and given minimal amounts of nourishment by the people who were supposed to nourish you. But still you came out uh, stronger, more vibrant. And again, that scares people. They don't understand. They fear what they don't understand. They fear what they're unwilling to open their mind up to, right? And again, they don't understand. Another thing that really gets them is that you really believe in, you know God. You know God. That there's a difference between believing and having faith. You know God. You know all about him, and you know the love that he has for everybody, and you know the mercy and the grace, and you also know the other part of things that this world has to offer that have been blamed on God. Get what I'm saying? God is, he's a stern father. Okay, he's a stern father, and he'll guide you along. But if you don't want to ask for him for help and guidance, there's only so far he can do that in life. So I don't know how to say this, is that your attachment to this universal consciousness that God is, they don't understand that you were able to go through what you went through and still love God. They wanted you to blaspheme God. They wanted you to forsake God. They wanted you to cut ties and hate and be on their side, you know. And they really did a number, but you didn't forsake. It's almost like Job, right? What he went through, right? And they don't understand that your life is built upon God's ultimate story. You know what I mean? It fears them, it scares them, because they all along didn't believe in God. It was something that was a joke to every one of them, and they did their best to corrupt people, to pin people against God, and to do things to them, and then, you know, tell their victim, oh, that's God. You know what I mean? They did their best to condition many people, and people are waking up. They're waking up. And that scares them even more. That you were supposed to be their example. You know what I mean? They wanted to condition you into this ugly, villainous, you know, they wanted you to be that narrative. But you won't. You're not better than them. No, you're not better than anyone. You know that you are part of the universal consciousness. You are part of God. And they don't understand. They're unwilling to open their mind up to true consciousness of God, but yet they still claim to be spiritual. They still claim to believe in the supernatural. But to go back to where I started, guys, is that as long as you keep holding on to the light, you keep holding on and having faith and knowing that God is there for you and that he will get you through, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay for you. I promise you that. As long as you're doing what's in alignment with God. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna promise you these things and you just go out and do everything that's, you know, contrary to what I said. But just know that God is very real, and he has guided you. He has nurtured you when others meant to just suffocate you know what I mean, trying to control you and keep you like this. That's what they wanted, to where they could just keep you like this for their own, like a leprechaun. You know, like a leprechaun. They wanted your pot of gold. You know, they wanted that pot of gold so much. And they don't realize that's the nourishment you needed. You know what I mean? That's the nourishment you needed. It was a lot of times unwarranted, but God has a purpose for every portion of our life, right? And what happened to you drew on a lot longer than needed, but you had to experience the very visceral aspects of humanity, how low they can go to really try to control a narrative that they had no control of to begin with. It was an illusion. It was a false sense of security. By them trying to cause other people to be insecure, it was causing them to have a false sense of security. You get what I'm saying? That's how God truly works. He gives you the opportunity to really become a better version of yourself. And people can do it the hard way, like really, really the hard way, and then go through all of that only to the end to know what the beginning was true and how much he truly loved you. Uh, anyways, just gone a little bit longer than I thought, but I really wanted to get on here and say that your gifts are so beautiful, and you're finding them out. Don't be scared of them. You know what I mean? Don't reach out to individuals that you know will use that, because there are still some vultures, but just know that you don't you don't have to be scared of what you've been given. You don't have to be fearful of it. Just know that you're beautiful. You're here for one of a kind mission in life, one of a kind journey, and all the games and the playtime is over. You're here to really now dig in and finish the mission that you've been put on this earth to do. And when I say mission, it's not evil. No, we are here for the betterment and the beauty, the beautiful aspects. God has poured in all the beautiful parts of him into you. You already know what the evil is around you, but he poured the beautiful aspects of himself into you. You embody God. You embody everything that he stands for, good, bad, or indifferent. And I think people are starting to catch on that you're here for good. But still, don't be fearful of others. Just don't be as opening to others. You know what I mean? Time is with you. You're not running against a clock of any sorts. No. You know, it's all in God's timing. All in God's time. So I'm just here to let you know that you are beautiful. Your gift is one of a kind. And just know that you will need some nurturing of that, because it can be unnerving. It could be weird, but all along you've had this gift. You're just starting to piece it all together. You know what I mean? Starting to piece it all together, and it's going to be something you hold in the palm of your hands, and you'll be just like, oh, this is what it was for. This is what it's for. It'll just like ding, you know, a little light ding. But yeah, thank you for showing up and being who you are, and you don't need to fear, because you understand it. You understand why you're here. So anyways, yeah, thank you. God bless. Praise Jesus. Always. What? Anyways, take care. All right. Bye.